Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while. Let me clean up my camera. I hope that's a little bit better. I don't know. It's like I'm kind of blurred for some apparent reason. How's everybody doing? I think I'm lagging. Let me see. Is this computer on? Hold on just a second. Ooh. Okay. Trying to see why I was lagging. It's nothing on but the TV. And then everything looked blurred. Maybe it's just me. How's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing? Let me know who's in here. Kind of look clear, little. Hello, Tilden. How you doing? Did you make it back home? You left PG. We didn't see you. I said, well, Tilden must be having himself a ball. PG. I see 5 people in here. Give us a thumbs up. Let me know who you are. That would be nice to know. I know me and Brenda. Yeah, we gotta get them likes up. Uh, Me and Brenda has. Whew, y'all, what I say is hot. Hello, Gypsy Rose. How you doing? Man, let me tell you, it's been a doozy. Um, she had family over yesterday, so they came over well, like family. Um, and as you know, here, Gypsy Rose, you know, it is so hot. It is, man. I can't even go out there on the balcony and get any material that I need, but I do have a video that's coming out tomorrow. We've been we've been just chilling. I think just that's all we can do. And you know, you really can't go anywhere due to the what's going on. Hello, Timothy. How you doing? Me and Brenda, we're fine. She's in the room watching TV right now, so she says she may be coming out in a little while and say hello to everybody. But I knew I had to come out and say hello to everybody. Let everybody know how we're doing. We're fine. She tried to upload her video about 3 days ago, but she wasn't so successful at it, so she didn't pursue it. So hopefully tomorrow she'll get that video out so you guys can see um, what's going on with her. But on our side, everything is fine. It's just so hot, and I don't know if they started with Walmart for you all there. So I keep a whole lot of masks in the car. You can't get out. You can't do this. What did have was open here have shut back down. A lot of places shut back down once again. It shut all the way back down. Got something in the middle of my screen. Y'all, it's been a hot mess, but I can't worry about it. My computer might be lagging and it's like it's trying to pull up something else on there. And I know that you all need to see each other and see how everybody's doing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come in here and let everybody know how everybody's doing so you guys can talk to yourself. Tilden, wait a minute. What happened? Okay, so you're still there. Okay, okay. Because I was just wondering what had happened to you. Y'all, I got this big. Okay, hopefully it stay gone. What is this? Hold on. Let me cut this off. Somewhat in the middle of my screen. So I know you ain't going outside. It's just too. No. And me and Brenda was sitting on the balcony a couple of days ago, and I said, Brenda, how you sitting out here? I said, I can't even breathe. No, I couldn't even breathe for real. It's like, why you sit? How you doing? But a thunderstorm came, and you could feel it. And you can, I'm like, you ain't gotta worry about me being on that balcony too many more days. That's just too hot. You can't breathe. The humidity is so high. But otherwise than that, we're fine. just staying in the house, um, trying to get more content out to you all because we kind of think that you guys probably get bored with our lives. And I was like, man, maybe they just get bored with it, and we try to give you guys something to go on. I don't know if you looked at my last video that I did when I was discussing land, and I'm going to go look at some land in Lake Providence, Transylvania, Tallulah. I'm going to try to get some video of what some land is going up for sale. Maybe somebody might be interested in buying it, you know. But I do know some land is going up in I know that land is going for cheap, and that's in Sunhammer, Louisiana, and that's a lot of acres. You have to clean it up, but I believe it's worth it though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the way things going on now, try to get you some land, put your house on, and even though you can't do nothing but go to the store, get you something to eat, but you got a roof over your head, and that's what really matters this day and time, because this is not guaranteed. And I know I was looking at that property uh not too long ago, and I did a video on it, and I was like, wow, this makes some pretty good sense. Hello, extravagant, how you doing? How you doing? But that piece of land, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. No, there's no trees on there. It is a cotton gin on there. But that's going all up for sale now. Somebody wanted to, they can come through, bulldoze all that stuff down, get that stuff buried, do what they need to do, and save themselves. I'm telling you, the people, man, I'm telling you, this is getting crazy. A lot of people is getting evicted out of their home because they didn't have a job to pay their bill. Now to the point they're like sending out eviction notices everywhere now. It's like, wait a minute, we can't keep doing this because we're not even getting paid. So we can't even keep you guys going because we ain't getting paid. Like the little man help the little man, little man, little man, help little man. It's like everybody is small now. Well, you hadn't been missing us. Is the idea we hadn't been on here. I don't know if it's because we are drained, and we don't want to bore you guys. We really don't want to bore y'all. And I know you guys sometimes look forward to it, you know. And you guys will be amazed on what me and Brenda have to do to keep footage going. It is, oh my God. And I know I look at it, I'm like, Brenda, do you want to? She said, because they're kind of getting bored a little bit. You think? I'm like, eh. So I'm gonna go out and she can do hers on the balcony, and she likes the herbs and all that. But I'm a type of person, you guys know me. I'm out there with that camera. I'm out there in the fields. I'm out there doing everything. I got a mud show to go to on the first. So my son and daughter-in-law, they got their four-wheelers, and we'll be going somewhere in Mississippi. So I will be getting footage, probably me riding in one of them mud puddles. You think? Since my leg doing a whole lot better, I think I can get up on them four wheelers and do what I need to do. So y'all look forward to that. I'll be getting everybody out the house and finding new content, new stuff that you guys can watch. Oh, well, okay. Did you go? I see. The problem is I don't know if it was on Brenda's or if it was on mine. Now a lot of people come on my live, and I have to send them over to Brenda's. That's because everybody familiar with my channel. They're familiar with mine, and I got to get them familiar with hers. Y'all, that ain't no easy task. I promise God, it really ain't. It really ain't. I've been doing this for years, so it doesn't bother me. But when you introduce other people to it, it's like, I'm like, I'm not really getting tired of you. Thank you, Gypsy Rose. I appreciate that. I really do. And when she come on here, you tell her the same thing. That you're not getting bored with it. Brenda is a whippersnapper. She really is. Like I told you, she got one video coming up. I forgot what it was. Did I have something to do with cooking? I think it had something to do with cooking. But I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're okay. We're fine. My leg is doing great. She's doing great. But I wouldn't advise nobody be doing great. This heat is so hot. But I got a long sleeve now because this cold weather. Outside is too hot, inside is too cold. But I prefer the too cold because I can always get warm. But outside, you can't breathe. But I know I got to get myself back out there and go. Once I'm out there moving around, I'm okay. I wanted to ask this question, and I probably need to ask my doctor, and I think he did tell me already, the one who did my surgery. I don't think those stairs is good for me. So, gotta do a whole lot of changing, I promise you. If I go up them stairs a couple of times, that leg gonna bother me, gonna burn him because I know it hadn't healed. But if I'm up here, if I'm down there, I can't do it a couple of times. It's like my leg. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's these stairs that's doing it. So something else I gotta work on. Hey April, how you doing? It's so good to see all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it's so good to see all you guys. Hello, Angela F. Brenda is in her room right now. Just chilling. She said she'd be out in a little while, probably. But I didn't want to, I was just telling them that we'd be boring, y'all. She was Brenda feels that way. Hmm. Happy anniversary, April. Happy anniversary. Friend. Let's see, my friend. She had some friends over. They came over yesterday, so we couldn't do live yesterday. I'm like, well, we go live to, yesterday, but we couldn't do it. Some more people was over, so we couldn't do it then. And then today, it's like pulling a tooth. $30. April, I didn't even know you was 30. I thought you was still in your 20s, 25. Happy anniversary, April. What did you do? Put on a mask and go out and just look? Whoo. I had people in the car and I had to take them to Walmart yesterday, and every last one of them had to walk right on back to the car. We don't have no masks. I had to start issuing masks out because I keep some in the car. And then I needed to go in the store and couldn't go because I didn't have no more. My son went to a mud show in Memphis yesterday, April. He went to a four-wheeler mud racing. I guess they enjoying their life. But I do want to bring you guys some footage. Even you know what? I even got footage with me riding a four-wheeler, with me on a four-wheeler. Hello, Brenda niece. sorry, Timothy, you broke your phone. That was on an amp? Wow. Did you have a case on it, Timothy? It's amazing how much them phones mean to you when they break. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, because all our information in there, we pay our bills through the phone, everything is done by no case. So I think what you think about doing next time, Timothy, doing a case. I have a case of my I never ever have I broke my phone. Never. I guess because I don't use it like that. I just use it to do what I need to do. Ooh, really? Hello, Sandra. How you doing? Hmm. Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's just like insurance. See, with my luck, the day I don't have no insurance, that's when something happens. I'd rather be insured than not insured. And these phones are made out of very little small glass. Y'all, you let me tell y'all something. Because I love doing what I do, and but the thing that we do for upload, we can't do no more because the internet service here is very slow, very slow. And we used to like to go sit down at McDonald's, upload in about 10 minutes and get a hamburger, drink some coffee, sit back, chit chat, and laugh. We can't do that anymore because you can't go in nowhere anymore. So it's like something has got to give. Something has got to give. So tomorrow, I don't know. Something came to me and said something to me about something. So tomorrow I'll be checking into that where I'll be able to hook a device to the side of my computer. And hopefully the Wi-Fi will be much faster. I think it's an AT&T. It's a little smaller device you can carry around with you, and you can it's not a hotspot, but I gotta check into something because uh, even when I leave and go back to the country and stay there a couple of days, I still need fast Wi-Fi. I'm still gonna need fast Wi-Fi there. Yesterday, Sandra, was April 30th anniversary. She don't look what if y'all seen April. April do not look like she that old. I promise you. And she's got this silky hair. She's got that most prettiest hair. I'm like, and I wanted to ask April where she from. Yeah, April, tell me where you from. Where are you originally from for real? Because but then you told me what was in your blood. And I think that your hair speaks for itself. Let me ask y'all something else. Being cold, do that start arthritis? Being under air conditioning too much, is that a form? Can you start aching from cold, from being arthritis? But you need to be cold because it's too hot. But then when you get too cold, you hurt. Maybe it just started with people around my age. Okay, then. Go ahead. All righty. 30 years. She been married for 30 years. Not one, not two, not three, but 30 years. Not 20, not 25, but 30 years April been married anniversary. That's a blessing itself. I know you gotta keep it on 24/7, but I promise you, it feel like sometimes I go to hurting. Like, what's going on? I say, can't nothing. Wait, Angela F. Was that who said me and Brenda got uh, two good legs between us, one leg apiece? I'm like, Brenda, can't nothing else go to hurt now. My arm go to hurting. It's time to ride. I got to ride up out of here. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. And my arm was hurting. I was like, wait a minute. Now it's gonna be two good arms between us. And I think another thing that's bothering me because I'm not active, but these stairs will tear your legs up and down them stairs. Whew. Mm-mm. Something got to give. But when I go down, I don't be going to come back. It's like you be out of breath when you get back. I mean, I see younger. The only ones I see don't get tired of those stairs is my young grandkids. But if you're in your 20s, you're gonna be tired by the time you get up here. Okay, that's what I need to do. Every time I look at that trash, I know I need to take it down. But I promise you, I want to find some keys, take that trash down. Because when I go down there, I want to go straight to my. I want to take the trash down and go to my car. I don't want. I want to make kill two birds with one stone. When I go down there, I want to be able to take the garbage, be able to get in my car, do the things I need to do. And later, just think about later coming back up the stairs. Them stairs ain't no joke. I promise you guys. One day I'm gonna show y'all the footage of them stairs, how far we have to go down them stairs. So it's a lot of times, and this is what Brenda do, because I don't do the grocery store thing too much. Y'all don't even hardly see me and Brenda make groceries no more, because I just don't do it. So she made groceries the other day. Yeah, I don't even know why Brenda make groceries. She got to do freezer. This freezer. So why she ain't gonna have room for all that food? And then she'll call me. I'm out here. I need help. So that means about 4 or 5 times a piece we gotta go up and down them stairs. I'm like, God. I just look. I'm like, I told the other day. I said, well, Brenda, don't look like I can be able to do these stairs too much longer. Say, well, do what you gotta do. I said, yeah, I got to do. This ain't working for me. Them stairs killing me. Uh, yeah, I think once you're doing it constantly, I think it's good. But don't never stop because I never had to really do it. Now it's like it's good exercise, but like when you like pedaling on a bike, it ain't bad. Even the doctor says it's not bad pedaling on a bike, but up and down the stairs has a thing to do with your body as you age. The up and down them stairs, it does something to you. But I would have thought riding a bike would be almost the same, but I guess it's not. It's really not. I guess it speaks for itself. I just can't get these stairs. And I ain't complaining. I guess I never had to do them like that, even when I was living in Alabama. I have a few to grow up, but once I thought about I'm climbing the stairs, I was upstairs in my apartment. But now you be like, you take a break, then you go for another two flights. Then when you take a break, you go for another two flights. It's like one flight. I'm gonna count them stairs one day. It's like you go two flights, another two flights, then another two flights. Yeah. It's it the exercise on me being tired is not the problem. It's like my leg. It's like, this ain't because my leg, okay, I went now me, I can do it one time and I don't have a problem. But like if I go down there twice, like my son called me the other day, he had to come get my car. And he came and got my car and had to leave one of his vehicles at the store down the street because he drives big trucks. So he had to park the big truck and use my car. So I had to go down the stairs. Mind you, me and Brenda had just got back. Then he called me, hey, I need a haircut. Come pick me up. I need to go here. I need you to pick me up. And I'm like, first thing came to my mind, I gotta go back down on the stairs. Then when he came back, he had my keys. Let me show you guys my keys. If I ever showed y'all my keys, y'all see my keys, right? So when he came back, me and Brenda on the balcony. So my keys, the keys cost you about almost $300 for that key. He said, I'm gonna throw it up there to your balcony. I said, no, I just walk on down. If you can't come bring it to me, I walk on down. He said, no, I'm gonna toss it. I said, if you throw my keys, boy. So that meant I had to run down the stairs. I'm like, boy, if you don't give me my key, I ain't got that much money. I ain't got no money to be paying that much money for them doggone keys for these cars now. They're too expensive. They're about $300. It ain't $400 for them keys. It may be about $400 for that key because his key in one of his vehicles run 2,000. So mine up there because you still got that little chip in there. So I had to go back down the stairs, then come back up again, and then my leg was going to. Oh my God, I didn't even know it hurt that bad. I probably could do the line dance. I think I can do that. I can all that. I can do the jiggle. I can do the wiggle. I can do the walk. I can do the. I can even kickball. I think I can even run now. You know what them stairs though. And when I get up here, Brenda say, "You more tired than me." I'm like, "Yeah." But it's great exercise for your heart, your lungs. It gives you strength. But when your knee and leg go to burning, something is definitely wrong. Because I feel good. As long as I don't just, I can go down there one time and come back up. I ain't got no problem. But back and forth. Really? I'm going back to being 20 years old again. I think I could do that. I'll be honest with you. I know what my problem is. I'm so used to running around, getting footage, moving around, and I have really slacked up on that. I have really slacked up on that. So I have to change a whole lot of things. And even though I'm 53, I probably can go back to 20, 20, 20. Man, I know. I'm, once I'm outside and moving around and uh, oh, 53. Gypsy Rose, you know that number never changes. It either goes down It's never gonna go over. I'm never gonna let that number go over the amount. Yo, I was looking at the news and who we be talking to, and I know that everybody ain't into, but everybody around here by my same age, and I just got I was looking at not the news, it was something on YouTube or whatever, and John Travolta's wife died from cancer. She wasn't but 57 years old. I was like, wow. But she didn't want to be known. She didn't want to be, put out there in the public, and people feel sorry for her. But she was just 57 years old. And I'm thinking about me. I'm like, God, hmm, do I want to live to get 200? Do I want to live to get 100? I'm already half 100, but I don't want to die a suffering death. That's something that I just like. Man, and it just, you know what really, it's not amazing, but it's just something that, it's like no matter how much money you have, you still got to leave here. No matter how much money you got. No matter. The only way you don't have to leave the earth is one way. Don't come here. My mother always said that to me. The only way you don't die, you better not come here. That's the only way. It's just that everybody has a number. But that was just so, but then I look at kids that pass away, don't get me wrong, 20 that pass away. That you be like, wow, that's kind of hard. But when you start getting in your 50s and you can live over that amount, that is a blessing, man. You are blessed. When you get, you're blessed even if you get to be life in general, you're blessed. But when you get to be, I'm left looking like, wow, I'm 54 years old. How old do I want to get? I ain't gonna say I want to get no 100 years old, because I sure don't want to go no nursing home right about now. Nah, not that way I think now. When your time is up, it's up. It's nothing that you do. Ain't nothing you can do. I just act. I'm gonna tell you the way I don't want to pass away. I don't want to suffer. I really don't want to suffer. I don't want to drown, and I don't want to burn. Now, freezing to death, they say you get drowsy and you just fall asleep. But being cold ain't happy either. But burning and drowning, there's two things I don't want to be. I don't want to go either in cancer or anything like that. I don't want to go like that, because I've had a friend that had breast cancer and they took her breast off at the last end. And she suffered. Boy, oh boy, did she suffer. I'm not going to lie. I used to take her to her chemo. She said, Phyllis, I'm just tired. And I can understand being sick and tired of being sick. And she was tired. And she wasn't but in her 20s. In her 20s, I think. Finna hit her 30s. Yeah. You can't worry about leaving. You just can't worry about leaving. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I seen a friend yesterday. I ain't seen her in a long time. Been a long time since I seen her. And when she saw me, she said, what happened to you? I said, what do you mean what happened to me? What you been doing? You picked up weight. I said, you have too. I said, your hair's gone too. I said, what's going on with you? And I just got to thinking, I'm like, really? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't mean to, and I can understand that. I used to be against that. I did. I used to really be against that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But when my friend was saying that, and got to thinking. And I was wondering, do anybody else notice this? When you get to a certain age, do you pick up weight? Now, some people don't. I got a sister-in-law. She weighed probably a good 97 pounds and got 7 kids. And I'm like, how is it? I guess it's just the way it is. And then I have met other people around their 40s and 50s when I was younger who picked up weight. Now that I see them now, they're small. They're little people now and their weight dropped. I guess you pick it up every once in a while. You pick up, you work down, pick up. It's all about life. It's all about life. It's all about what you take life as being, I guess. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. You know, I weighed 97 pounds for years, even after my first child. I went back down to 97 pounds. Can't say that now. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. We're all supposed to be going over there to Hawaii. That's right. We got to live. Yeah. I guess we all gonna be wearing a mask, huh? We're gonna be with our hula skirts on and our little coconut tops on, and we're gonna be wearing a mask. Do anybody got any emojis with masks on? I wonder. I haven't seen one of those yet. If any emojis out there with masks on, let me know. We are all going to Hawaii on the beach. The coconuts might be drooping, but because I'm gonna wear my two piece. Anybody gonna join me on wearing a two piece? Come on. Can I hear you? Come on, wear your two piece. Wear your two piece. Yeah, you lose too much weight, folks go wonder, what's wrong with it? I never know that because I'm guilty of that too. Like, you see how little they are now? I'm trying to see what this is. Ow. Okay, y'all want to come meet in Mississippi first with me and Brenda? Come on and meet us in Mississippi first. And then we go to Hawaii. We catch a plane. Y'all, I'm just imagining on a plane. You have to keep that mask on that long on a plane. Because this is the norm. This is beginning the norm. Oh, I'm thinking, okay, I didn't see that. That's the emoji. I am. Oh, okay. I at first I was like, that's an emoji with a mask or that's some teeth. Oh, okay. It's the norm. It's the normal thing now. Hmm. But a lot of people are not being protected like they should be. I can understand that. But then I can understand, think about people with oxygen tanks. That be coming out. They can't come out. Oh, so Gypsy Rose, you ain't gonna wear the two piece? Oh, you gonna wear this skirt? Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna wear no two piece either. I ain't gonna lie. I said I'm gonna wear two piece because I don't want to scare the people. I don't want to scare the fish. I don't want to scare the people. Oh, we. I know you were. Sandra, you ain't had no brisket in a long time. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Y'all, I ain't even ate me an apple. I'm gonna eat that before I go to bed. And that's my about the best I'm gonna get with some meat. Apple and ranch. Barbecue brisket would really, or brisket that's in the smoker. Oh my God. With some ranch dressing. Wait, Angela F. You wouldn't wear no two piece. Come on now, you can get away with that two piece. Yeah, let me tell you, this would be a hot mess for me. I promise you. A two piece with one leg with a support stocking on. That's black. Can you imagine? That's a hot mess right there. That's a combination right there. Probably on both legs. Yeah, probably on both legs. Oh, yeah, both support holes on both legs and a two piece on. Wouldn't that look a hot mess? But guess what? I'll be able to walk. But I wouldn't do no two piece. I would have to do a one piece with the little skirt to it that goes down to my knees practically. It's been 9 hours. You know that's gonna be real good in tender, Sandra. That's gonna be get some ranch dressing, Sandra. You won't go wrong. You eat it with some ranch. You can eat anything with ranch. Ranch. Anything. Greens and cornbread ranch. Try with some ranch. Yeah, I say with the two piece with no belly showing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all see my sister. Now I used to be smaller than my sister. Now I'm bigger than my sister. But do you know my sister would walk around in the store with a two piece on? She'd go to the store, get her kids snack, and buy. But like she say, I ain't the one with the problem. The people are the one with the problem. I'm like, God, you got a lot of confidence. And people just, she came from the beach. She walk around in the store right there in Tallulah, Louisiana, because they got a beach in Delhi. Like, I gotta come get my grandkids snacks and stuff, and I gotta get what I need and wave at everybody. Hey, yeah. And my son said, "What is wrong with your sister?" He said, "Don't you do nothing like that." I said, "If I had the confidence, I probably would. I just ain't got the confidence for it. Just couldn't do it." But then again, my sister, she flat in the front, but big in the. She flat in the back, but big in the front. I'm like, she always say, "I think you took all the booty from me." I said, "But you were older than me. So how I get some butt and you didn't?" My sister ain't got no butt, no leg. I got these big old legs. I've been having big legs since I've been in the world. She got these little pencil bitty legs, these little pencil legs. She, I'm like, how come you didn't get nothing? You took it off. Yeah, Rasputin from Norbert. Oh, God. Hey, Jeff, have you ever been on here before? You know what? Every time y'all bring up some movies, I be saying I'm going to look at that movie. I be like, when I get off alive, I be like, I want to go see that movie. But every time I go program something in, it look like the sleep catch me. I'm like, I get so comfortable. Oh, not live. Okay, but you've been on here before. Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Jeff, this is the family. Everybody in here is very wise, understanding, mothers, grandmothers, friends, sisters, brothers. Y'all, y'all check out what I gotta go do segment for tomorrow that may come out, but I'm going to look at that land. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna show you how some of that wooded area look, but how simple it is to clean up. People might be interested in some land, but I know Alabama got some real beautiful land. Beautiful land. It ain't hard to clean up either. And I know some of that is going like $1,600, $1,200 an acre. Man. Because I was sitting there thinking about that. I said, you know what? I'm telling everybody about it, but I need to start looking into this stuff myself. And let me tell y'all something. This is something I've learned. This is the God honest truth. If you ever get to some land and you got kids, try not to sell it. Even if it grow up, try not to sell it. They ain't making no more land. As long as that land is there and you pay that little bit of property tax or whatever, and it ain't that expensive. Because I think it depends, because you can go on homestead exempt or whatever, and your taxes ain't gonna be that much a year. But if you get a hold of some land, hold that land. Especially now, hold that land. Hold it. My grandfather, he my grandfather was like Papa was Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. I think he had a good 17 kids, but he invested in property. So by him investing in that property, all the kids got acreage. Now, can't nobody sell. That's the good thing. That one can't sell. He had us so wrapped up that the other one gonna say no. That one gonna say no. And then if that one died, the son died or the daughter died, it went to the grandkids. So then the grandkids did branch out and branch out and branch out. You can't sell. That's a good idea. So if you get a hold of any land, hold on to that land. Somebody asked me, are there any squatters here? Because I go to those manufactured homes. Here in Vicksburg, Mississippi, you don't have to worry about squatters. And mobile homes that I see, the manufactured home, y'all, I don't know if you ever heard the story before. I went there one time before and I walked in the house, in the manufactured house, and that's when I was wearing my hat. Y'all remember when I wore my hat? Well, that hat gonna come back out. So the manager was in there with somebody that wanted to buy it. So I walked in, and the only thing he seen was my hat. He said, wait, 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 don't go, don't go. I need to meet you. I'm like, really? He said, you're the one who's putting all these manufacturer homes up for us. And I'm like, yeah. He said, thank you. He said, I always wondered, was I going to ever meet you? And I'm like, really? I'm like, really? So he asked me one time, he said, when can you come back and have a sit down talk with me? But I never was able, and now that I'm able, he's not there to, right now he had somebody in his family, something happened, I don't know. And then other stuff, and he's a manager. And I was like, you just be amazed how things work into your favor. So no polices, if I go there, look at those manufactured homes, they're not going to say anything. And where I'm at with these manufactured homes, people walk around there all day long and the doors are unlocked. They're unlocked for you to see, but it's not a lot of people around there, what and what. Uh, no, you don't have to worry about squatters or nothing like that. I'm just not that fearful like that. I guess I've been going there. I've been doing them and hadn't had any problems. I will be safe, but really nobody is really going around looking at anything now because of what's going on in the world, and they really don't want to be around people. So now homes are not being sold like that because a lot of homes are not being sold because nobody have property to put the homes on. So this is why I'm saying, you gotta get a hold of some land and you paying rent for like $1,200 or so, try to find you some property somewhere. Pays for itself. I don't think there's any no cameras in there. I'm being honest. You have to really look around at it. Really no cameras in there. I don't see that nobody would want. And then it's off from everything. It's the way it's. I guess I would have to show you guys how it is, but it's no cameras in there, and it may just be because we're from the South and everybody's friendly and this and that. I mean, some days I'm being honest. It's days that family members and me and other people we say, "Come on, let's go look at some manufacturing." Just park your car and everybody go in there. Come on, let's go check this one out. Come on, let's go over here to this one. You might find other people in them that's looking too, but you wait for them to come out, then you go in and you look out, You don't hardly get a chance to see any too many salesmen because salesmen, let me tell you something about these salesmen here. They really don't want to do all that walking. They got golf carts they have to ride you on. So you got to go, and then if the golf cart's not available, the salesperson got to wait on that golf cart to take you way, 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 way out there to that trailer. It's just like, you know, I'll be honest, me myself, I wouldn't want to take nothing. But, somebody did bring that up as well. Well, be careful of the police. I'm like, okay. Then they say, well, are they squatters? I can take you to each and every last one of them. Ain't no squatters in there. And when I go to the John Deere store, let me tell you something about the John Deere. And I be out there, all out there on their property. I be all out there on tractors and everything. We bought a lot of them. So everybody around that community, hey, how you doing? Hey. So everybody got to know everybody. Everybody. Let me see. Let me see what she's doing now. Let me see if she's asleep. Hold on just a second. All righty. She's on her way. I can hear her grunting. You can hear her. Y'all hear? Y'all look. What's that? The dead hasn't risen.
No, I haven't really. She arose me. Hey,
there
y'all.
she is. The dead hasn't risen.
I'm not dead.
Oh,
hey, everybody. How everybody doing? Angela L. Sandra, Extravagant. I am been on here. Gypsy Rose. How everybody doing? I'm trying to catch up on some shut eye.
I told him that it was hot, hot.
Yes, hot, hot. Then it's
You
acid
ever seen him?
reflux. Hello, Jeff.
Oh,
SR.
she ain't in here, but um, April 30-year anniversary was yesterday.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, she watching
Okay.
her baby's hair, her granddaughter's hair.
Hey, Gypsy Rose. Hey, Extravagant. Hey, everybody. Angela F. Ooh, y'all don't know.
I am. You still up here? I told her to send me an emoji with a mask. We all gonna wear two pieces to Hawaii, they say.
Two
Brittany
piece.
gonna wear a two-piece too.
Yeah. Trunks and wife beater. Yep, that two piece.
You can't wear that.
Yes, I can wear that. What you mean?
Go, you can't.
Yes, I can. I ain't getting in the water nowhere unless it's a pool.
Yeah. What you mean you ain't getting the water
Just,
unless it's a pool?
I slept till 1 today. I got up, I finished washing clothes. I ain't folded them up, but I finished washing them. How you doing? I am. She chilling in the cut. Uh-oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was in the cat napper, y'all. Y'all already know when I get in the cat napper.
I told her to let me use that cat nap and bring it in the room I was. Did I get it?
Y'all know the answer to that.
Did I get it?
Y'all know the answer. And then my knee and my hip been getting me the blues. We might be getting ready to get some rain or something.
I told him it was the stairs. You doggone stairs going up
This
and down the
weather.
stairs.
It was thundering and lightning, then it sprinkled and looked like it was the wind was whooping, then it just stopped and got hot.
Brenda say, out. Out of the water. Yep.
Out.
Get in the water. She said, out of the water.
I ain't getting in it. Nope.
No.
Can't do that.
Let me see.
Yeah, Gypsy Rose, it's just like they don't exist no more. I just came to that damn conclusion. That it just don't exist no more. We hear about it. That's just like a myth.
And then you know what else? It's going back off the shelves again. Bleach.
Toilet tissue.
It's like when they said mandatory for masks, I'm like, oh man, we ain't gonna find nothing no more, man. We ain't gonna find nothing no more.
Is I don't even try to look. That's why I go get groceries. If I
You,
find some bleach, I find it. I don't even if I go in the store to get something else, I might accidentally find some.
that's something to
Y'all,
think about. You can't find bleach. I find bleach everywhere. Well, here you can't
you
find
can't
bleach. You
find no
can't do it
bleach.
here.
Not no
No.
bleach.
And then they
And
give you,
Lysol,
then they
I
don't
hadn't
give
seen
gallons no more.
Lysol since January.
You don't get big gallons of
The
bleach.
Lysol spray, I hadn't seen that since January. What? Huh.
You've been able to find some? Man, you can't find no cleaning supplies here,
Not
Harley.
here.
Not even at the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, the dollar stores, Wally World.
Cleaning supply with disinfectant in there, you ain't gonna find it.
It's hard to find.
You ain't
Even
gonna
on
find
the
it.
dollar, sometimes on the dollar aisles, you can find the stuff with bleach. Can't even find that no
Okay,
more.
y'all,
It's
come
gone.
on. Let's become a family. Let's invest into it. Come on, everybody get their money together. Come on. Let's invest
Into what?
to disinfectant because a lot of people buying this stuff. We'd be rich. If I only knew what I do now, I would have bought up all the bleach stock. Lysol stock.
With the way it is, everything going on, then they talk about another shutdown and all this.
Well, I am. You good to have all your supplies.
Yeah, my head's spinning. I'm watching the news, getting mad about a second.
Oh yeah, Brenda was telling me earlier that somebody tried to buy all the mat. What did they say?
Yeah, the man was targeting the veterans, taking money, promising them masks that he didn't have, and they got his ass. I was so glad when they got them cuffs on him. That's crazy.
Mm.
Concentrated tablets
Oh,
or the bleach tablets. I ain't even seen those.
me
You
either,
can
'cause you put them
find.
behind the commode, don't you? I don't even find them. Now I look.
Hey,
Hey,
Owls, how you
Joe.
doing?
Let Brenda sit down for a minute.
No, I can't sit, Phyllis.
Okay,
My knee is aching.
let me see your knee. Them some
Really?
big knees.
Should be all
Where's
right.
your? Oh, you got on shorts.
Yeah, I got on shorts, Phyllis.
Your
What?
knees look awful big in
Oh,
them shorts. Yeah. Brenda, turn around. Let me see the back of your knee.
shoot, it's swole. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get off this leg. I'm hurting.
They some ham hocks, y'all. Can we trade chairs?
Huh?
You get this one?
Yeah, leave me alone. You play too much. I'm trying to go prop my leg back up. Love y'all. I gotta go.
She said good night to y'all.
Yep, I gotta go sit down. I gotta get some water. I came here for my milk.
Jeff, don't tell nobody need to talk about no tablet, because now I ain't gonna be able to find none of them. Somebody spoke too soon. Oh, you can break them up. You can break them up. Jeff said good night, Brenda.
They used to have a little Clorox granules that you could pour in there. You can't even find it.
I just got to thinking. But you know, at Dollar Tree, you can't even find no disinfectant, nothing.
Dollar store, you might get the
We can find soap. Everybody's stocking up on meat. We need to stock up on disinfectant. Even though we can't eat it. Brenda got a deep freezer full of meat, but we can't find no disinfectant. I did get some bleach, but they in them little jugs, just a half a gallon. Extravagant, say good night, Brenda. Oh, I just read that. Hmm. I haven't even checked on peroxide. I know we got plenty of peroxide here. Yeah, let me. All right, y'all. All right. Okay, Sandra, have a good night. Extravagant, are you still there? Are you said I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but I am gonna put out another video, like I said, about certain properties that you can find out that's on your Google and go look up at on land that you think is not important, but it really is. But also find out what kind of land that is. If it's too sandy land, don't look for to be planting plants out there because nothing is gonna grow there. But if it's wooded area and you can see such and such, but try to stay away from sandy land. That's I don't even think that's really good for cattle. I don't even think that's good for cattle. Because really, I see some sandy land, but it won't nothing grow out there. No, that ain't even good for cattle. Because we have acreage of land that nobody will buy. It's been up for sale for a long, long time where I live in the country. Nobody won't buy it. Letting it grow. Okay, I will. And somebody might be interested in, the Wisdom House. You know that man won't sell that property, but I'm gonna talk him down. He wanted to make a trade with me to talk to somebody about switching land, and it really wasn't worth it to me on that. I'm like, nah, you want that land too bad. So evidently, but I want that Wisdom House land because I'm gonna be honest with you, the house is not worth it now because it's just really going down. But the land already has the trees in it already. It already has the house seat. Old people say the house seat. You can bring them. I'm talking to that man. I promise you, I'm gonna talk to that man because I could just bring one that's even though I can put something down there already, putting a house right there because I got the shade. I got everything I need. All I do got to bulldoze that house down. I'm good to go. And that's not but an acre. So I know it's not worth to see that right there. If he sold that to me, I might be out of what, $1,200, $1,300, because it ain't nothing. It's not worth it to him. Yeah, because we got a Bear Lake. When Sandra tell me about Bear Lake, I said, y'all got a Bear Lake too? I think everybody got a Bear Lake. Because back there behind Omega over there's Gypsy Rose. That's where Bear Lake is, back up in there. Well, okay then. Uh, you look at you. What you want to move to the south, or you want to stay in California? Because if you want to stay in California, look on the outside of California. Start looking at the when you go and look at land on the Google map, and you go look at that land for sale, land for sale. Go look on the outside. That's where you're gonna find your cheap land at right there. That's where you're gonna find it at. Especially then it got trees and stuff on it. That's gonna be your best bet. That's your cheapest way to go. And it's not too much work. I'm telling you, it is not too much work to clean that land off. I don't know why people think it is. You look at it and you just turn your head and say, nah, all them trees and that. Uh-uh. I see my friend, he's 60 some years old. That man went in there and cleared all that land. He went to Home Depot and bought some equipment and he moved all those trees. So you can do it. See, in South Carolina, so you don't have nothing, no buckshot land, nothing. What is y'all industry? What are you growing? Are you guys what are you growing in South Carolina? What are you growing? Because here's cotton and soybeans, milo, corn. What do you mean too wild? Are you saying too wild with animals or too wild with weeds or what's too wild? It's very good ground. The South has really good ground. I mean, you know, you guys see, go back to my country videos. All that open land, that was nothing. A lot of that was nothing but woods. Nothing but woods. Well, Alabama, I'm gonna tell you something. Angela, why would you say no Alabama for you? I would say this. I wouldn't say you want to live there. Just something to think about. Don't live there. Then you get some land now. The way things going now, and you're gonna double your money. It's just like playing a monopoly board. Somebody just bought that. Somebody just bought that because now I'm tired of like, and my kid's daddy told me this. If I would have listened to my first mind, I would have invested into like, I mean, he almost got 1,000 acres already. But he's always out looking for more land. And he's getting old because he want to leave something for the grandkids and the kids and kids. Because this way, and he said, my mind told me to do this years ago. So no matter what, if my kids don't want, if they can't make it in the city or wherever, they can always say, "Hey, I got a home to go back to. I'm gone. I'm gone." Plus, they can take that land, put it in. Mind you, if you clean that land up well enough, you can find some way to make this money off of it. It's all kinds of things the government will give you money for. Like they give you money for planting beans. They give you money for planting cotton. The government give you money for all kinds of things. You just got to know where the grants go. You just got to need to know. And I was like, wow, really? For real, corn. And let me tell you, if you buy the right amount of land and you can look at what you're looking into, but see, you got to realize their dad is custom harvest. He get more money off cutting beans for people and harvesting them with his truck. He going on other people's land, making money off making money, making money. And I'm like, God, really? So, you can always, you kind of making way. I'm telling you, the government got things set in. Let me tell you something else the government got set in for minority Black women. Let me tell you, they got grants set up for minority Black women. I know. You never know. Look at that piece of land. See what you need to do to get it. I do all I can to do it. I do all I can for you. I'm being honest. Start looking at some of them farm videos all over. Go up to uh, Black farmers videos. Go look at some of those. You'll find people that's doing a documentary on a lot of that stuff know the connections, what to do to get it. Roaches, huh? Really? Yeah. Roaches. I just read that. I will be honest. If I get look, I'm going to look at some more of this beautiful land there. I'm telling you, this one man just bought 30 30 acres for $44,000 or less. It was less than that. You ought to see how beautiful that land is. He said, now, if me, mind you, he bought all those acres. Let me tell you what he did. He went in there, he cleaned it up. He was really smart. I was looking at his video. He was really smart. See, that's all them pecan trees right there. He mowed right on around them. You ain't tearing down the pecan trees. The pecan trees can make you money. That's your money maker right there too. So he left all the pecan trees up, but he tore most of everything else down off all them acres. And like he said, if my family, if it gets too bad in the city limits, me and my family got a place called home. I'm being honest, I love Alabama. I really do. Mississippi have pecan trees. Alabama, Louisiana, pecan trees. I remember paying a lot of bills for pecans. And let me tell you something about pecan trees. Now you could get down here. Gypsy Rose, are you still on here? Because I wanted to ask you something. Because I think you're familiar with what I'm going to ask. But here, I'm going to be honest with you. If time got too tough, you can go outside and pick up your thing of pecans. And believe me, you can go take it right on to the nearest town and sell those pecans to pay some of your bills. I'm telling you, you can make it. You just got to want to make it. There's some work in it, but as older people, if older people, let's say older people are getting Social Security or disability, and you're paying, I don't know how much in rent. Now you're guaranteed to have that every month. Go throw a manufactured home on there. Throw your manufactured home on there. That's something to think about. You know what? If you don't have that feeling where you live, you ain't gonna like it. It ain't gonna be comfortable for you. Like when I go back to Alabama, I feel really good because I used to live there, and I'm like, wow, I love it here. So if it came down to me moving back there, yes, I would be at peace. But it's only a certain part of Alabama because Mobile, I couldn't live there. Don't get that feeling in Mobile. I gotta be on the outside of Mobile. I gotta be in the country part of Mobile. I mean on the outside. But I lived that was like 15 minutes. You got to go way over the bay, all over the bridge. I didn't like I didn't like to go through. I didn't like to stop in Mobile at the red light. That's just how bad I hated it. Alabama is really that where I was from. It was a really good place. I'm not gonna lie. If you go back to my old video, it's really nice. You look outside. You see, it looks just like Brenda's area. It looks just like Brenda's area. Yep, that's true. Extravagant. I told y'all about me. I'm telling you, you know what? It's just a lot of things. Go look at some of them documentaries. Get in contact. Most of those documentaries have phone numbers you can contact, especially the Black Farmers Settlement, and they will give you phone numbers. You can reach out to people. You can call people. It's other ways you can do it. I mean, doing what's going on now, I don't know if you can directly talk to anybody now. Um, because everything is just like right now, it's just so shut down. It's just so you can't get to anything. But I see so many people in New York that is being evicted out of their homes. And mind you, these are some people that pay their bills on time. Things happen with this, that happen, and they don't have any jobs. They don't have any money. And they can't pay their rent, and the landowners can't pay their rent and their bills. Mind you, they're still being mortgaged. They still, that's not free building for them. They have to have money. So, like I say, and ain't no money coming in nowhere. They can't keep letting people live for free, and the light company ain't getting their money and this and that. So I'm telling you, the way, and then if you move to the country area on the outside, you could easily do your garden. Let me tell you something else. Let me tell you, where I'm from, I could have did an acre of purple hull peas and put some in back of a tractor, let them plant it, and took it to the farmer's market and made money off of that. Because now you got the pea shellers to shell your peas for you too. So, and then everybody gonna buy from you because they didn't, they buy from us because everybody know everybody what we was. But hey man, I got this. You got pears. See, like pears and peaches and purple hulls and all those different vegetables. What? Being like us and being like me, you can practically get all those things for free here because everybody know everybody. Living down south is not too bad. I put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way because you guys know I get on here and I do my thankfulness, and sometimes I have to realize a whole lot of things. This is what, and I heard Sandra said the other day. Sandra on here, she's restructuring her kitchen area. So by her redoing her area for her kitchen, she had to let her sink go because they put in new sinks, new cabinets, and everything. She said, Phyllis, you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful to have a sink because I don't have one right now. So you have to realize for the way to live, could you do it? If you had to do it for just a roof over your head, could you do it? Now, you guys know the squatters on my channel. She was so glad to have a roof over her head until her son burned her out. But she was thankful to have a roof over her head. I mean, me myself, I told her I could. I'm looking at me. I could do a tent and sit down on the ground. I couldn't have lived in that house like that. But it was a roof over her head. So it's just a matter of what would you take? How much will you take? And just being thankful for just to have a roof over your head. And I was just like, man, the thankfulness, man, I just be so thankful for. I look back at my life and I'm like, man, I had a roof over my head. I was complaining and this and that. And some people in New York and all these big cities ain't got nothing. So that's why I'm saying I wish these people could move somewhere and find some property and stick a house on there and just live until everything get better. Maybe you move on back. They can make it. I'm telling you, I look at them. They remind me of so much. The only that think it different from me from them, I wish I had that kind of mind to go out there and that's some work to do all that stuff. But they're like a team. They have people living close to them. Where I was living, you don't have no. But I can live like that. I can live like that. I'm being honest. I really can. 'Cause I just don't understand. Brenda lives here in Big Bear, Mississippi. She got a deep freezer full of food because she thinks something gonna happen. Now, see me, I had a deep freezer full like that because I was in the country. I didn't like going to the store, so I could fill it up because you never know what you might need, what you might. So it's just all a matter of what move. I mean, the way things going now. Look for some property, just in case you just might need it. You just might need it. I'm telling you. I'm thinking what it now. I'm being honest. It may be hard to find. It may just be hard to find it. It's something I'm gonna ask you, Jitsu. I was gonna ask you something about something, Jitsu. Had something to do. Mm. And it depends. Let me tell you something. You decide to get some land. If you old enough, you ain't even gotta pay taxes on it. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Let me tell you something. If you get some land, I'm a living witness to this. You get some land and you put a mailbox on it. Don't no house have to be on that land. Put a mailbox. That's already, you ain't got to pay no taxes. It's a lot of ways to do it. I know it. I know it. I know all the tricks. I know all the things that people do. And I'm like, why is that mailbox? So I was just looking at land. I'm like, why is that mailbox? Every time you look around, you go riding around looking at land. It's a mailbox always there. There ain't no house there. Tax exempt. That wouldn't bother me, Gypsy. that, yeah, a lot of people scared of bugs and stuff like that. Bugs really don't scare me. I don't want them on me, but about pecans, I think it was Gypsy Rose. Was you around when they had the pecan? Yes, you was. They didn't have pecan pickers. That's when everybody families was out there picking pecans to pay their bills. Do you remember that? I don't know. You familiar with that in here in Mississippi and Louisiana? That's when you had your family out there. If you need that light bill paid, you and your family go out there and you pick up you a couple sacks of them pecans and you pay them bills. Wait a minute. Let me see. I got you. I got you. I got you. That's when you made it work. You went to town only when you had to go to town. I mean, if you had to go to work, sure enough, but if you didn't have to, we saved a lot. I've learned to survive, y'all. When my mama died and she sent this girl from Seattle, Washington, mind you, in Seattle, every corner had a store. Then at 13 years old, you moved to the country and you ain't got no stores. I'm like, where's the stores? And then you had to go to the pecan field, the pecan trees. You had to go pick cotton, not pick cotton, chop cotton. Then we used to have trailers where you had to go stop on the cotton. That's when we had the cotton. So we would go, I would get people kids, come bring them and put them on the cotton trailer, push that down, get some more cotton put up on that trailer. We got kids, they didn't even know they were making us money. They really, really realized that. But you would, and let me tell you something. Just keep the land. The way things going now, somebody gonna definitely buy it. They're gonna be like, how much you want to sell that for? How much you want to sell that for? I got some ideas. I promise God. I just can't put them out here because I can't let my right hand know what my left hand is doing. Some things you don't let, but I will let people know. Yes, you could get a lot of stuff in Texas. Go to Texas, find some of that Texas land on the outside. Find some of that Texas land. Don't go right there in the city because you know that's gonna be an arm and a leg. Go outside. Find that land. Ain't nobody looking at you. Y'all know how Monopoly board work. You put so many hotels on there and they land on it. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, will they grow right there, Angela F? Will they grow where you at? Okay. All right. Your grandmama paid. Wait, Angela, my grandmama sent money to pay them the taxes. Did y'all still got the land, Angela? Maybe I was reading it wrong. Do y'all still got the land? Land will never go away. Yeah. Um, that pecan orchard is no longer there in Transylvania. They rooted up. They got every tree up, and they made it out of farmland. So that pecan orchard on Transylvania is no longer there. The one on Omega is, but not Transylvania. And no, because I don't see any more pecan. I don't see any more pecan land going that way to Lake Providence. No, Alsacia. I mean Omega. Going down to Tallulah and going toward Delhi. You see a lot of pecan orchard there. What you mean pecan? But hurricane. Wait a minute, is the land still there, Angela? Yeah. If it's still there, somebody still own that land, right? No, Gypsy Rose, I just made her another one. And she wasn't one at first, extravagant. I don't know what happened, but I just put it back on. So is it family land or what? What's there? What's there? How many acres is it? Okay, no house there. Okay. What's there? Just land. Trees. What? How many acres? What you looking at? What you looking at? Land will never go away. Do your family, Angela F., have anything to do with that land? You know what? I guarantee you. Was it, if it was an acre that's put up in wildlife? To check out that acreage because you know what? I don't know how many family members you got involved in that, but by that sitting there like that, you can get paid off just like serving the wildlife. Being a minority, you got all kinds of different ways you can get money and do stuff with that land, Angela. One thing I am so thankful for. I am just so thankful. I can always go home. I am so thankful for that. and live. I'll be a long way from different stores. And another downside to that really bothers me is you are away from the doctor. Certain age, but it depends on where you are. Where I'm from, I'm a little bit ways from a real good doctor. Um, so you have to weigh your options on what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. But if you decide to figure that you want to get some land and just let it sit there. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. And if you guys, let me tell you something, and I might be wrong for saying that, but like I was telling the kid's daddy, and he said the same thing. He has that land so tied up that it's going to the grandkids, and the grandkids got to figure out if they want to let their brother or sibling sell out. And one of them, if you got 10 or more, somebody gonna say no. That means everybody got to sit back and can't do nothing. And it be so wrapped up in air property, you still can't just get your own part out of it. It depends on how it's set up in the court. So I've seen this one lady. Her name was Miss Easter. Miss Easter owned land, and she was an old lady. But her grandkids ended up moving to Nevada. But by her being old, she could still get around. But she ended up moving. That was the worst mistake she ever made. Her kids talked her into selling. When she made it out there to Las Vegas, she cried to come back home. She cried. She had no land to come back to because the kids had sold it. They talked her out of it, all of it. And she died. She died a woman who been in the South all of her life, worked the land, worked the job, worked the land, had the land. And they talked her out of it. You don't want to go to Africa now? My phone keep ringing back to back. And when it rings two times and I hang up and call right back, see, my mind start thinking about my kids. Hold on, hold on. I knew it. My grandson. I want nothing but for minutes on his phone. Trying to get in contact with his mama. To get in contact with me. To know to get in contact with his mama. That's why I'm saying when you get my grandkids, they don't know how important it is to have a place to call a home. Now my sister, her house burned down. Gypsy Rose, in Sunhammer, my sister had a house down from the Wiggins where it recently burned down, but she ain't getting rid of the land. It's got pecan trees on it, beautiful pecan trees. I was looking for somebody to cut some of them down and get them out, but she changed her mind to root them up, get them up out the ground, give them good firewood, and keep some of them. Uh, but her kids was in all kinds of activities, and she's in Tallulah. But she said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drop a trailer down there, which I know she is because her grandkids are getting big and they're getting older, but she still got that land. And so many people came to her to buy that land. I mean, many people. Let me tell you, my sister got such a good house seat. Um, I could put my house next to hers. And I still have a lot of land left, and she have a lot. My sister bought a lot of acres, a couple of acres or 3 acres, but she won't. People come all back and forth. Look, won't sell, won't sell. Nope, nope. She don't even want to put nobody's house on her property, and it's already got the slab already down for her to put her trailer. It's dangerous for you guys. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, where we at, we only got but one fire truck, and the fire trucks are the fire trucks are volunteers. St. Joseph, yeah, St. Joe. Extravagant, you from there? You got family there? Let me see what parish that is. God, I used to go to meetings there. Oh, I'm talking about Angela F was saying it's dangerous. Her family from. Wait a minute. What that extravagant? I absolutely don't know what did it mean. For location behind the place where you feel cold. Whatever. If you, what are y'all talking about? St. Joe and yeah, cause we got a St. Joe. Okay, you and Angela F talking. I can say one thing. If anybody interested in buying some land, look on the outside. Oh, you in counties, I'm in parishes. I can tell y'all so many things. I just really so many things I would like to tell y'all. I just can't tell y'all on the computer. I just can't tell y'all. I could tell you about free land. I just can't. Okay. gonna have to sleep with pajamas on tonight. Y'all see me with this long sleeve shirt on? Now my legs freezing. I'd rather be cold than hot though. Gypsy Road, do you remember everybody in the South got a fan in their window to blow out the pull in the cool and blow out the hot? It worked though. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't done nothing different. That's okay. I'm not worried. I'm okay. Tomorrow I'm going on the Google. I'm going to look up Alabama and see just how many acres. I'm being honest. It's the way it's getting crazy and the way you couldn't even find herbs at the nursery because everybody trying to do a garden now. I'm like, what? Everybody trying to grow their own food. I'll be right back. What is that? Oh, co-op. Mm, co-op. I know it was. I'm not familiar with any offhand, but I know it is. A lot of these, the places, it's been got so government. It's like you can't hardly find any co-op now. Not like you used to. I I'm gonna get some phone number for you guys. The only reason I really can't do too much due to what's going on, I probably could do a lot of it myself and find out what it is. I got this one man that knows everything. And I mean everything. He didn't retire twice and he's still working for the government because he can't get out of agriculture. So I know if I get in contact with him, he'll tell me some things. Because he even had cattle. He used to have cattle. I didn't even went to auctions with cattle and goats and when they auction them off and pretty neat farm life. But see, co-ops, you ain't really got nobody who want to come together like that. And the older generation had passed away. You know what? That would be, you know what? Maybe we ought to get one. Co-op for YouTubers only. Us that came in here together. That's it. That's all. Can't get in here. If you ain't been part of the family in the beginning, you can't get in. I mean, when we plant a garden, we all eat. Maybe one of you guys will till the soil. Maybe I guess I go ahead and break the land, hip up the rows. Somebody plant the beans. We do the garden. Then we see which one's gonna take the garden, take it all up. We harvest, take it in for selling, or maybe we can do canning. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be neat? Maybe we could bring that back. Okay, well, Gypsy Road, sometimes you can take your thing and start it, come on back to the end, especially when it's alive. It's like go all the way to the end and it automatically picks up. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. They're growing them up they're doing them too fast, and now the cattle ain't producing. It's like, man, a cow don't stand a chance to say moo. If, if it's a moo, it's ready to be slaughtered. Moo. I'm talking about if we all get some land down there. See, Gypsy Road, we'll have somebody that like, see, you could be where we ain't got to worry about no bugs and you be able to plant. But when bug season come out, you be in the house. Harvest time, yeah, you really gonna be in the house. I've never been that type of girl. I'm being honest. And I'm from the city. I don't know. I think my mama must have put some country in me, so help me God. When I see all my friends that would, a lot of people come from the city. Ooh, a bug, a bug. Oh, get the bug. I be like, really? Even when I was in Seattle, already. Really? Now we didn't have roaches or nothing. I mean, that's about the only bug I don't want on me. A fly and a roach. But if they like, you see them big roaches here now, but they're water bugs. People from the city call them roaches. No, it's a water bug. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. See, you can put it in your hand. You can play with it. You can let it run around on you. Gypsy Rose, could you let a bug run around on you? Hold on, let me cut off the light. Yeah, you can manage. I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. Like you guys, me and Gypsy Rose, I think me and Gypsy Rose talked about this one time before when I had my camera with me. And y'all know where's my camera at? I don't have my camera on me right now. But y'all know I would go in the field. Some of these grass is about that tall or longer or longer or longer. I mean, and then my feet have to go through it. Because I go out there with the camera and this and that. And I be having flip flops on. Only thing I be saying, snake, if you're out there, will you please move? I won't bother you, snake, if you don't bother me. The real thing of it, if the snake bothered me, I still couldn't bother him. But I try to make enough noise so most snakes will move from you. I'm not gonna chase them. I see them when they go. They go their way. I'm just looking at them. They go their way. I go my way. Well, it's really no poisonous bugs too much here. I don't think poison is around here is probably your poison ivy. You have your snakes that can bite you and kill you, yeah. But you just got to figure out where you're gonna put your feet at. Just don't put your feet on the snake and you'll be good. Possums, they're not gonna do anything to you. When I tell you guys, those squatters lived in a snake den. No, I promise you, that house was a snake den. Snake eggs all under the pillows of the couch. They lived there. Now, see, that's something I just couldn't do. And then my friend Glenda, she said, Phyllis, I come out, I get up, I look up, that a possum. Possum looking at me, I'm looking at him. Then the possum had enough to go. And then she called her son. And then her son came out of the room. Mind you, this house been vacant for years. They just moved in. And our son said, get back, go on back to where you came from. That possum went right on back up in the kitchen sink. They went to sleep. Now that's some living. That's what you call some living right there. Could I do that? No. No, 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 no. No. Now I'm gonna tell you what I can do, and it didn't happen. Because where we from, my house sits on a lot of beans, soybeans. It depends on what you're doing, cotton, soybeans. When they get ready for harvest time, you got a lot of mice. So mice will come straight in because they can come through your dryer vent. So one time I was sitting there, I was like, I gotta get this mice. He's just playing with me in this living room. And we didn't have no rats. We really didn't have any rats. We really didn't. But that mice was just bothering me. So what I did, I got up and set up a trap, put some peanut butter and sat on the couch and waited for him. I'm not gonna make it come to me, but I'm like, okay, you gonna eat that. And I'm like putting traps all around for the mice to jump in. But it lasted for just from running from them. No. Now, wood rat, yeah, some of them rats, man, when I'm telling y'all, when it's time to harvest and it's time to get the combine ready, we have people around the community come out with their little BB gun or their little 22s, and we're gonna, because you're gonna crank up that combine, so all them wood rats gonna come out. So you just kill them. It's crazy. It will look like everybody was just thinking about killing rats. You kill rats when it's time to crank up that equipment. See, snakes don't really bother nobody, really. And those lizards, I'm gonna tell you about a lizard. I don't like them up on me running. Long as they down there on that ground, I'm fine. Just don't run on me. I can walk up, I can look at you, I can see you running around the floor. I ain't got no problem with that. Just don't get on me. Them lizards, they run out, and then when they get on you, they like to go all down your shirt, go around your neck. And, oh, Gypsy Rose, what would you do if one got inside your sleeve? Like I have this long sleeve on when I'm get up in there, you can't get that thing out. Be like, what the heck? I can't get this lizard off me. Oh, I don't really care too much for I don't want them on me. Uh uh Y'all will probably be seeing lizard or snake crawling on Brenda pretty soon. That's kind of pet she's gonna get. So she'll be doing videos with lizards or snakes. Y'all, please keep in contact with her. While she talking to you, little pet probably be running around her neck and holding on to her. Yeah, lizards don't really do too much to you. Usually, if you catch a lizard, they'll probably break their tail and run to keep you to pay attention to the tail than them. Now, I have came up to a big snake, and it was a poisonous snake, and he was on my carport. That's why I don't like stuff on my carport. And Brenda was on the ground, and she had all these plants, and she was downstairs. I wouldn't do all those plants downstairs because snakes have a way of getting in there, curling up, and those are poisonous snakes, and they will have a joyful. And then when your hand go in there, like my sister, she would go. My sister had all these chicken coops and hens and stuff. She went out there to get her eggs. Oh my God! I went down there that particular morning. I was down there. She had at least 6 or 7 grandkids. She left every last one of her grandkids outside. And they said, Grandma left us. I said, she ain't left y'all. She ran in the house. She didn't put her hand in there to get the egg, and she pulled out a big rattlesnake in her hand. She never go back out into that chicken coop again. I mean, she actually pulled the rattlesnake out. Ooh, she was a sick chick. That was all. No more taking eggs in because my sister get a caterpillar too. I said, I don't even know what made her do that. What made her even know not to go out there? But she should have known that with them eggs. My brother used to. No, he didn't. Caesar bite you. Caesar gonna bite you. Yeah, but here in the house, it's got to go. See, y'all got them. You know what? It's the difference between country rats and city rats. City rats be meaning business. Y'all got the business rats. City rats and country rats, they just gonna sit somewhere and just, country rats just wait for harvest time so y'all can just get ready to kill them. A lot of people even eat them. I've seen some documentaries on that. I don't want to eat no rat though. Forget the country life. And right next to be a holiday inn. Forget the country life. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know how those squatters lived in that house. Now, I'm gonna tell you, like I told you. Look, y'all, I would have made me a tent on the outside, just like this, before I had moved in that house. I wouldn't have moved in that house. I would have made a tent. I'd have got me a bottom piece, and we would have been cooking on that ground, and I would have been had my little tent. They gonna move in the doggone. I'm like, come on, I'm telling you, I had to go. I couldn't believe it. I said, Glenda, what's wrong with you? We ain't have nowhere else to live. The beds was made. The beds was made up. I think they straightened up the cover. They got in the bed like it ain't never been tempered in 5, 6 years. That house was there for 6, 7 years or longer. They got up under the cover. You hear me? Then they went and laid on the couch and went to bed. Some of them got the couch. One of them got the couch. The son got the bed, and the back room didn't have a bed. I think y'all go look at that video. But they never looked. They never looked at it as being a problem. And she loved to read. She was always on the couch. I said, what's wrong with you? I said, girl, what can we do to help? I'm telling you, y'all, I was Miss Saberhole that day. I said, go in. Come on now. I'm telling you, just when I tell y'all, when I seen the squatters, because my grandkids were throwing rocks at that house. So I took my camera and I ran down there because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Glenda, wait a minute. You got to give me a story on this because I need to know. So she gave me the story. And she took me all around that house in that squatter. Y'all remember the squatter story? Start from 1 all the way down to 6. So what I did, I took the story to the newspaper. The newspaper took it around the community. They put her in a hotel. They bought her food. They put her and her son up. They bought her clothes. They gave her money. Then one of them called me and said, Phyllis, mind you, I'm leaving outside my house. All the calls are coming to me because they didn't have no cell phone. So all the calls coming to me. So I'm making sure they're getting the food, they're getting the money, and they're getting it. So one of them called me after everybody's money had wore out. Yep, that's what they had plenty of food in there. All they had to do. But she said, they started, well, Miss Phyllis, we need to know everybody. I mean, the newspaper took it and made it. I thought it was just going to go on the newspaper. No, they put it on television. They took the video I got of them living in that house and put it on the news. So that means all these people were flocking in to help her. Man, it was cold too. I felt sorry. I'm like, man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to her? Man, that was crazy. So they kept her in there for a little while. So after a while, they seen certain things wasn't happening the way they needed to happen. And I'm like, Glenda, wait, what's your plan? Glenda, you can't go back there and live no more. Well, Phyllis, I don't know what to do. I said, Glenda, these people are helping you. If everybody's helping you, they got doors open for you. You got to come through these doors because if the newspaper in on it, the news people on it, all these people in on this story for you, you take this and you eat. You eat your food. So that's gonna help you. So this is what you should have did. Ask that person for a job, or ask that person to get you on for that hotel. The hotel she was at, they offered her a job, but she couldn't take the job. Yes, I think she could have took the job because I would have made a deal. If I take the job, can I have a hotel room and just work for room and board? I think I would have done that, but she didn't even want to do. So they say, well, we don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put her in some more. We're gonna give her some more days to live here. I'm like, look, I don't know what to tell you. Next thing I know, they driving her on back home. Then when she made it to the house, she made it back down to the squatter house. She said, what we gonna do now? I said, I don't know what you gonna do. Shoot, I gave you all the stuff to work with. Now you need to work with it. I didn't gave you all that thing. The door was opening all around her, all around her. What I'm gonna do now? Oh, I can't do nothing for you no more. Don't say that. Don't say that, Gypsy Rose. Okay, Gypsy Rose, what if she brought out a rat? Like a gerbil, a hamster? How would you feel about that? You couldn't kill out. The kitchen sink was on the ground. The bathroom had no plumbing. All the plumbing pipes had cracked in and caved into the ground. So you had holes in the floor, and you had holes in the wall, and you had holes in the window. They were just living there. The animals, that's where they lived. You see how that tall grass was? That trailer was packed with grass. You couldn't even see the trailer for due to all the grass. They just made a way with a hole, chopped down the grass, and then they went in there and they lived. No, now we used to rent that property, but the man who had the house, he died. He left everything in there. No, because let me tell you something. I would, if it was my property, they wouldn't have lived there because my insurance probably would have killed my butt. So no, they wouldn't have lived there. Now the man had some kids out of town, but it really wasn't nothing worthwhile because the kids had moved out of town, so they didn't even know nobody was living in the house. Then when they found out the trailer had got burned down, they said, "How did it get burned down?" They said somebody was living in it. They said somebody was living in there. They didn't never know nobody was living in that trailer. I still got that video. But the son, you see the son that did the video, he was so upset by living there, and then he was a schizophrenic. He started a fire in the house. Mind you, they don't have no running water, and they have to wait for somebody to bring them water. So the water jug they had to bath in and drink out of. How they did that, I ain't figured that out yet. And she would ask me, "You want some water?" Where'd I go? I go there like, no. Not that I was too good. That I just, they bathed in the same thing. They drank the water out of it. So I just didn't, you know, I just said, Glenda, you can't live like that. People were sending me food to my house. They would stop at my house and drop off all the food. People were mailing me their money, and I would take it down there to her house because she didn't have a mailbox. So I'd make sure she get that. And I couldn't. Nah. But when he put that first fire there, he said, Mama, I started a fire. She said, Billy, why you do something like that? She said, and then she went and got what little water she had and put it out. Then he ran into the other room. Mama, there go another fire. She had no more money. She didn't have no more water to put out the other fire. So she didn't have no clothes when she left there. She didn't have nothing. So she ran up there to the house where I was, where my son was, where I be at. And she ran up there. She said, look, Billy just burnt down our house, our only place we ever had to live. We ain't got nowhere to live now. He just burned it down. And little Billy said, what's wrong? You mad? No, he was calm like this. What's wrong, Mama? You mad? She said, boy, get away from me. You done burned down everything we had. And mind you, hot as it is, it's hot. Mind you, have no electricity. No electricity. So you couldn't use a fan. You couldn't take a bath because you had no water. What they did, they could use the bathroom because there was a toilet there, but it was sunk in the floor too. So it wasn't catching and nothing. So they'd go in there and use the bathroom like it wasn't nothing. Like it was an outdoor toilet. I'm like, Glenda. And when I tell you this girl loved to read scientific books, she loved to read stuff about the science of the earth and all this different stuff. What the hell wrong with you? See, little Billy at the bottom, yep. Little Billy. He was a, she should have been had that boy institutionalized. Let me tell you the reason little Billy became who little Billy is. Because at that time, that's when crack first got out there on the street. So she was doing crack at that time, but now he's 21. He was a crack baby, but now this is what we are taking care of now. This is why a lot of kids have schizophrenic and all this stuff because the parents, it was the epidemic of crack. So no, he didn't have any feelings for nothing. But when he burned down that house, they. But now that's not the only incident. She always take him where she go, and he breaks windows and he fights and he starts fires and she living with people and said, little Billy, I can't do this no more. That's why they had to live in the squatter house because there's nowhere else they could go because little Billy was just, she couldn't go nowhere and stay. So she had to stay there and she didn't want to give up her son. Little Billy was 25, 26 years old. Yeah, little Billy, like Bill Cosby. He smoked cigarettes. He knew about fires. He knew about fires, but he didn't want to live there anymore. It wasn't a place for them to live a natural life. And on top of that, they had this house. Then it got cold. Everybody money had depleted practically trying to save them, trying to help them. My cousin had a butane tank about that big. What thing was about big, big. So they had a little bit of heater, a little bitty heater that could heat one room. But if anything would have struck that doggone butane tank, he had a cord, one of those lines, gas lines ran just for that little heater for them to stay warm in that squatter house. Now they did some survivor stuff, but going to sleep with all that gas in your door, it's inside your house. said, Glenda, this ain't right. This ain't right. Glenda, come on now. Glenda, this thing can give out all kinds of whatever, monoxide poisoning, whatever. But that ain't what killed them. That ain't what destroyed the house. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I went, I've never seen nothing in my life. I just had to. And then when a snake, yeah, mind you, I did move into a tiny home. And when a snake came there and curled up, it was a big yellow big snake that just curled up. It kind of took the whole counter, the way she was describing it. So that meant she had to come with me. I can't stay here. I'm scared by myself. I don't know where little Billy was. Oh, I think he was in a mental institution at that time. They hadn't let him out. I can't go back there, Philly. That snake too big. She was sitting there reading her book. I'm like, come on, Glenn. But what got me is when I fixed me something to eat, I had to fix her something to eat. I didn't. And then she waited on her boyfriend to come home. And then her boyfriend came in there and moved a couple of cans out the way to make sure the snake wasn't there. Looked down on the ground when he got there, and the snake wasn't there. And then he said, I'm going to bed. Lord, when he got in bed. Then no sooner he went and got to bed. He woke up the morning and left Glenda in the house. Glenda called me again. I said, I ain't gonna do this no more. I said, girl, you got to get some sense. I said, I can't do this. I can't feed you and feed me too. And I don't like to be bothered by myself. I really don't. And Glenda don't like to be bothered either. She said, I really don't like to be bothered. I said, Glenda, I don't like to be bothered either. Yep, that was a big snake. I didn't get a chance to see it, but they said that was a big snake. That big snake came back out again the next day. She had a man, but her man was retarded. I'm not gonna say retarded. He was very slow. He's very slow. All right, extravagant. Yeah, it was a man. I didn't show them the man on the camera because she wouldn't have got no help. But the man really wasn't a man. He really wasn't a man. When I tell you, I knew Billy growing up. Billy, I'm gonna tell you something. Billy, he didn't have the mind as a. If you gave him a piece of mail to read, he couldn't do it. Uh, I think sometimes Glenda took advantage of him. Glenda and her son had more sense than he did because he works at a store and he makes a good. He get paid by the week. He make $30 a week, I think. When the house burned down, he was at the store. He don't get paid but $30 a week. No, I take that back. I think they say he got paid $66 a week. He didn't I don't think Billy could even ride a bike. But whatever he brought in and he cut grass and he brought in money, he gave it to her. And where the money go, who knows? That's one thing you got to tell us extravagant because I'm telling you, I end up starting staying in the van. I got to follow you. You got to tell me where you at because I need to follow you so you can teach me the rope. I can teach you some of the ropes down here. You teach me some of the ropes on living in a van life. Because my life TV now is going back to the van life. Glenda now is in Tallulah, Louisiana. They say she is. I don't know what's going on there, but they say her son has been locked up. He's in a mental institution. Want nobody. If her son move in wherever she move in, he's gonna burn it down or he gonna hurt somebody. He almost killed his dad. The man that stayed there, he stabbed him in the chest with a knife. Then he ran outside butt naked. He think the TV looking at him, people chasing him. Billy got a real bad problem. He's little Billy. Big Billy is the one that's slow. That's his dad. Yeah, I was trying to get every time I seen him. I went for family reunion last year. They said, Phyllis, how's the squatters doing? I said, everybody asked for part two, part three, part two. I was doing parts. Every time I went down there, I had a story. I had a story. I brought everything up. They're in parts. And that is real true story. Real true story. I'm gonna tell you something that he did. Little Billy did, and I wasn't pleased on it because I lived in a tiny house. But one day he came up there to the tiny house and knocked on the door. Can you call the ambulance? What am I call the ambulance for? I'm thinking his mama in the house stuck. Maybe a snake bit her or something down in the house. It's me. I need the ambulance. Me and my brother, you know how my brother looking like, wait a minute, I ain't need an ambulance. He came up here. How he need an ambulance? So I'm like, what do you need me to take you to the hospital? No, no. I need an ambulance. I'm like, oh, okay. I gave him the phone because I don't want him to say nobody ain't sick. If they need the ambulance, call. So he called the ambulance. So while he calling and waiting on the ambulance, I'm running down there to his mama house. And I'm like, little Billy just called the ambulance. Oh, girl, he trying to get the ambulance to take him town. These ambulance people running, and we got rock road. They trying to get there, and the ambulance coming to my house. I'm like, these people looking at him, but something happened to me. And believe me, people came out the house wondering was it me. So come to find out, he faked sickness just so he could get to town and get a pack of cigarettes. And then they tell me, my son and their dad, you can't save everybody. I said, you know what? I'm through with this whole situation. They don't even want no help. I'm just through. I said, I can't. I tried 3 times and I couldn't get her to help herself. Is Dawn back on the road, y'all? Because I thought she had quit for a while because everybody was getting used to Dawn's channel. But My Life TV, she said she's going to get back out there on the road again. See, this is what I don't want to do a van life because it get cold. It get hot. It get cold too. Mm-mm. And you got to park and do this and go here and do that. I guess it would be pretty good. But Dawn, I used to watch Dawn, but I think something happened when she went back home for a little while. Then she came back out. I don't know if she's back out there again or not. She comes on here because she's talking about going back out there on the road because rent is getting too expensive for her. And I see a lot of people in California have to do that. They got to live like that. I don't want to. I don't want to try to figure out where I'm gonna park at. Who's gonna put me off the property? Don, I used to follow her. I don't know what made me follow her. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. Okay, I could do this. Now I want to be extreme minimalist. I want to be a minimalist. I don't need all that other stuff. I see folk with all them clothes, can't do nothing with them. I don't need all that stuff. But I don't want to be driving all around and wonder, okay, I got to get this tire fixed, oil need changing, this and that. I mean, people can cope, people can cope with a lot of stuff. Different people are made for what they can do. See me, I can be made to stay in the country without going to town for months. They make it look so easy. But My Life TV said this. The doctor told her this. You got to figure a way so you can stand up. Your body got to stand up. You got to walk. You can't stay in no car that long and just lay down. Your body got to get up. I be on the extravagant minimalist channel, extravagant channel. Now, you know what? I probably could do van life, but it better be in my yard. I could do van life. It got to be in the yard. I got to have internet, TV. I could do a fifth wheeler. I ain't gonna lie. I could do a fifth wheeler. Y'all telling me a whole lot of channels I can look at. Y'all know we've been on here 2 hours and 30. I'm gonna delete this live. Usually people don't come back and look at the live anyway. I need a haircut so bad. It's just graying right around here. They go get it cut. Maybe when it grow, it can grow to all gray. I want my whole head gray. Wait, what's a good channel? I'll watch it. Can I tell y'all something? Please, please say yes. Let me hear some yeses. I need to tell y'all something. Well, don't nobody want to hear me tell them. I feel so sorry for me. I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. I love each and every last one of you all. You all have changed my life so much. You guys give me hope. Gypsy Rose, she give me so much encouragement. Angela F, you show love. You put a great big smile on Brenda. She loved her little light. Terry Jones sent those pots, pans to her for her plants. She read in my bedroom today talking about she got 3 peppers. I'm happy for her. I am. You just brought light to her. And she talked a lot about you on the phone. Oh my God, did she talk about you? Do she? All y'all in here. Y'all don't have to do it, but you do. It's times that I be so depressed I don't even think I'm gonna pull through. But I come in here and you guys be talking to each other, and it helps me out so much. It gives me hope. Bring back some of them dreams again. And I love y'all for this. You may not think that you're doing nothing, but you're doing something really big. Oh, you knew my birthday was today. You forgot about it was today. Oh, Angela L. Hmm, well, maybe it's not today. 8/26, 1965. 8/26, 1965. I'll be 54 years old. Uh, Gypsy Rose don't say nothing. I'll be 54 years old. And that's right around the corner. 55 years old. You know, I gotta have a really big. I knew y'all were gonna say that. Yep, a Zoom party. Y'all know what I want for my birthday from y'all. I wonder would y'all get it from me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna ask y'all. Can y'all get me? Y'all can get together. Everybody can do it differently. Y'all know my address down there. Can y'all get a piece of paper and just color me a picture, put it in an envelope and mail it for me for my birthday? Just say happy birthday on there. I like stuff like that. Put the date you did it and the time you did it. I love it. Hello, Tisha. I want land for low. You want land for low price? Can y'all send me some so in the mail so I can get an envelope and I say it's from y'all? That'll make my day. I make a picture. You can even color it. I'm gonna die there. Thank you, Gypsy Rose. I came in here because I know it's not fair to just let y'all go. Now I talk to y'all, and I know you guys wondering how we were doing. I'm not gonna leave y'all too long. Well, if you want some, I think about tomorrow. I'll be back on here, and I can tell you some chips and ropes and tape. I'ma go and lay down because I didn't been on here for like 2 hours and 43, 42 minutes, 40 minutes. And just hit your notification, make sure your notification on, and might be back on tomorrow or on Brenda's. Right now, I'm really getting tired. I'm gonna go lay down, and I think she's in there snoring. But I want to let you guys know I love you all. Gypsy Rose, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Angela L. All right. And I say good night, good night, good night, darling. It's time to go. It's time to go. Good night.